Hello, I'm Kola Olugbodi. I'm going to be encouraging you this moment with this video. I once read a passage of the scripture, and that's in 1 Kings chapter 18. It was actually the story of Elijah challenging the 450 prophets of Baal. And of course, the competition was that the prophets of Baal will get a cattle or an oxen, and then Elijah also will have one. They will place it on their altar. He will place it on his own altar. And then, since the prophet of Baal claimed that Baal also is powerful, Elijah told them, call on that your God, and I will call on my own God, and the God that answers by fire, that will be the real God. And of course, some of us are familiar with the story. The 450 prophets of Baal, they cried and shouted and called on their God, and their God refused to respond to them for hours. And that's not even where I'm going with my story. And then it was the turn of Elijah, and the Bible said he rearranged the altar, took his own oxen, of course, caught it, laid it on the altar, and he gave an instruction. He told the people to fill 4 jars of water, fill it with water, and then he instructed them to pour the water on the sacrifice on the altar. And so he told them to do this 3 times. And by the time they were through, the water filled the whole sacrifice, the whole wood was wet, and of course they dug trench, very deep trench around the altar, so the water was all over the trench and it was flowing. And eventually Elijah called upon his own God, and God responded to him. What I want to bring out of this is the fact that if Elijah was going to make any difference, he would have told them to pour either kerosene or petrol on the sacrifice, where he asked for water. And despite that, God answered. I don't know what some of us are going through. Some of you watching this video, your situation seems to be going from bad to worse. You expect that if this is going to happen, then something good should happen, but it kept on going from bad to worse. As Elijah was telling them to pour the waters on the sacrifice, the situation was getting bad. It was getting from bad to worse. Even fire to come out, maybe with the first pouring, maybe the wood would have caught fire, but now it was really, really wet. But despite that situation, the Lord that answers by fire still responded. The sacrifice caught fire, and the Bible said even the wood actually also started burning, and the water inside the trench, the Bible said the fire actually made sure everything got dried up. I want to encourage you, no matter what is happening to you, no matter how your situation may be going from bad to worse, the God that answers by fire will always show up, even when it comes to your situation. Let the whole thing be the way you don't expect it to be. God is going to show up. He's going to prove himself mighty and strong on your behalf, and things are going to work even beyond what you can ever imagine. Of course, people rejoiced and they put their trust in the God of Elijah just because they saw the miracle. That's going to be your situation also going forward. God will show up in your situation, no matter how worse, no matter how bad, no matter how wet. God will show up and you will rejoice at last. I thank you for watching this. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and God bless you. Thank you very much.